hold, please? My camera is so touchy. Cannot touch it. Let's try it. Hey! My goodness. So it's Tuesday night and we have a Tool Time with Tara. It's 7 p.m. And it is December 12th. It's less than 2 weeks before Christmas. And for those of you that celebrate, happy Hanukkah. I know you are in the middle of your festival of lights. So welcome. And tonight we are going to play with two awesome new tools. And I don't want to touch this camera. Okay, that's all good. So we are playing with the admission ticket and we are playing with the new Shutter Love Border Maker cartridge. So I will be giving away CM credits tonight for at the end of the broadcast. So as you tune in, make sure you say hi. And so that you are entered to win, let me make sure that everything is all set for that. So say hello as you come in so that you are entered to win. Like I said, I'm gonna make sure that we are collecting. Okay. And hello, Audrey. So we are going to play with two new tools today. As I already said, let me go ahead and go through some of our announcements real quick. Not a ton, but we do have an in the feed drawing tonight. You do need to be present to win. So, Audrey, you are registered. There is a virtual crop going on right now through midnight tonight. So if you have totally forgotten, and I usually post about this, and I've got company in town, so I completely forgot to remind everyone. So if you have been participating, go back and edit your posts and do hashtag Daytona area scrapbooking on them so that you are entered to win. And I'll announce that next week. Now, if you totally spaced it, no worries. You still have time. I'm going to do a page from the virtual crop right now, a sketch. And so you can see how easy it is and you can upload it and then you may win some CM credits. Hello, everyone. Thanks for hopping in and thanks for saying hi. You are now entered to win some CM credits. So I was just saying that virtual crop's going on now. Time is ticking, but you still have time to submit a page. Next Tuesday, I will be at noon for my Techie Tuesday, my digital design along and Forever Artisan 6. And that is due to the fact that I have my DAR Christmas party that night. So I am unable to be here at 7. And my dad, who's SAR, will be joining me at that as well. So he is visiting until the 29th. So we are trying to plan some outings and different things. All right, Jumpstart January. I just looked at the updated list. I think I said there was 47. There's 42 ladies registered right now. I have 3 half tables available for Saturday. That is it. So if those don't sell out, those of you that have half tables, I'll go and ask if you would like an upgrade. If you're watching this and you know you signed up for a half table, but you feel like you want an upgrade, let me know. And so when I get to your name on the list, because they are put on the order that you registered. So you can upgrade at that time. And so we are raising money for local veterans. I'm working on a shirt for this event. It was requested. Normally we wear black, silver, and gold for Jumpstart January because we're ringing in the new year. We kind of have a new year theme. Well, since for the last few years, we've been raising money for our local veterans at this event, I decided we should be red, white, and blue this time. So we will have a red, white, and blue theme. And I made a fun scrappy shirt, as I love to do, that is a red, white, and blue. And as soon as I have that ready, I will post about it, and anyone can order it if I decide, if I like the way it came out, if I like the way it comes out. But particularly those of you who are attending the event may want to get it. We have a couple seats still for the end of January. This is an actual photo I took from where we scrapbook at Epworth by the Sea on St. Simon's Island. We always have a low-key wild theme, so everyone wears their animal prints, and it's going to be a great time. That's January 31st to February 4th. You can choose to arrive Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. It is an all-inclusive conference center with so your room, your food, your scrapbooking. The scrapbooking portion you pay to me, so I can pay the room rental. It's a big, giant, beautiful room with lots of natural light. If you haven't been, you need to go. We still have a couple spots. It's going to be awesome. And if you're subscribed to me on YouTube, thank you so much. I appreciate that. It is the easiest way for you to find me in the future. So if you buy past card kits, or if you've gotten behind on your card kits, that is the easiest way to watch those classes and catch back up. So make sure you comment as you come in so that you are entered to win $10 in CM credits. And I also have some fun embellishments to give away tonight too, just because. All right, and I just said that. All right, so hi, Lori. So it's and hello, Jacqueline and Kathleen. Welcome, everyone. So it's time for us to get started. I forgot to make a slide for my card class. I did post a picture. Here's the thing. I have a love-hate relationship with foiling. It's so tedious. I spent most of the afternoon foiling all the sentiments for this card kit. So I will have some extras. Of course, those of you that are on subscription for my card kits, you're all set. Those of you that are interested, or maybe just buy a one-off here and there, you can still do that. It just doesn't do it justice when I post a picture. You see that, you can see how the light is catching that foil. And when I take a picture, and post it, you really, it doesn't do it justice. So not only is that I used foiled paper from Creative Memories, which coincidentally is like red, white, and blue theme. But so we did our Christmas in November. So December is just kind of a love theme. It's not Valentine's theme. It's not even like lovey-dovey. Like, it just has loads of love. That can be for a friend, somebody who's sick, having a hard time. Here's another one, sending paper hugs. And I don't know if you can really appreciate the foil, the bling. It's a really fun kit. So I will be finishing putting those together in the next day or two, and ship those out with the remainder of any open house orders. Now, along that line, immediately after this, I will be doing a Zoom. So if you have time tonight to hang out and you are interested in what I'm about to show you, then you will want to reach out. So you can message me on Facebook. If that's how you message me, you can text me. I would say let's keep it to those two things. I can't message you if you've never messaged me through Facebook as a page. So message me or text me either right now So you don't have to get out of this, although you probably do have to get out of this if you message me. But if you text me, if you have my phone number, which is 386-852-2391. Now people from all across the world will be calling me, spamming me. Text me, because here's what I want to show you really quick. So remember, Creative Memories gave all customers 25% off one item, and I do that at my open house as well. But they were running it through their website. Well, right now there's an advisor only kind of there's an advisor only sale going on. Oh, I'm not signed in. Hold, please. Okay. So I just want you to see what's out there. So they have a limit at one per order. So I can't order a bunch of these, but these are all things that were in Japan's warehouse. So they were things that they look familiar. They were part of secret boxes, part of promos, this grape bunch punch, this Adirondack chair punch. These things were part of promos. But the trail sign punch, I mean, that sold out so fast this summer that people had to order it on back order. So there's some things in here that were only part of promos. Now I can order one, but I can only order one and I'd have to keep ordering. And so I went through, stuff was selling out as I was ordering yesterday. And so I reached out to the advisors on my team and said, oh boy, things are flying. There's awesome things in here and you should check it out. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is do a Zoom and take you through what's in here so that you can write it down as I'm going through, and you can text me your order, what you want me to order. And since I can only order like one per order, what I'll do is I'll order and then I'll just ship it directly to you. So yeah, so you can see the kind of stuff that's in there. There's a crazy amount. Oh, did they? See, I didn't even notice, Jacqueline, that they added some things, but the border maker cartridges, there's some old ones in there, like the wine glass one and the wine glass and beer bottle. Somebody just recently was asking me if they had, if I had any more of the plates and forks, border punch, and that was in there. So anyway, I'm going to do a couple of them since there's not that many of you on here. Only you special people even know that I'm going to be doing this immediately after. So like I said, you can text me, and immediately after I'll text you the Zoom link. We'll hop into Zoom. I'll go through the page very slowly so you can see. And then what I'll do is I'll make a post and I'll come up with a couple times tomorrow where I can do the same thing with people, because it's a rare opportunity. And I know some of these things are on eBay and other sites, and they're much more than retail. And so I just want you guys to have the opportunity to get these things. So if you're interested in seeing those amazing last chance items from Japan, and Lori, I know you just hopped on, but they've got some things in there that were never offered for sale here. So that will be immediately after this. All right. So just text me if you're interested. Hop on Zoom. It really won't be that long. I'm going to slowly scroll through the page. You can keep a piece of paper on your end and just write down the things you're interested in. And that is it. All right. So let me change this over to that. Okay. This seems a little, are we crooked? What's happening here? Seems a little crooked. I got all kinds of cords and I'm afraid to touch them because that one camera is so touchy. Touchy. All right, so if you're hopping in and you haven't said hey yet, make sure to say hey. Oh, let me show you these while I have them in my hand. Okay, so these are the card kits for this month. So you can tell that they're foiled. The sentiments are hand foiled. This paper was foiled by Creative Memories, but like all the little sentiments are hand foiled by me. And like I said, not what I thought I was going to be doing this week was all this foiling, but the end result is beautiful. And so those of you on subscription, look forward to those. And we will be doing them on the day after Christmas. And as always, if you can't make it live, then it will be recorded and you can do it at your leisure if you have some time between Christmas and New Year's. Now, let me put those somewhere where I'm not going to lose them. All right, so tonight our main focus is going to be on this admission ticket, which is awesome, and the new Shutter Love. Now, as soon as I saw this Border Maker cartridge, it made me think of this punch because they kind of just, I don't know, complement each other in my mind because you've got the heart and the camera going on. So, so maybe you have this, maybe you don't, but that's what I'm going to be using. And I hate to use tools that you guys can't get anymore, but you know, as soon as I saw this Border Maker cartridge, I wanted to pair those together. So we're going to do that. And I know some of you, may have that punch. So, and you could do other things with it too. So if you came to my open house, you maybe made this border, and this was using the admission ticket and the build and ornament punch, and it's upside down, which I do believe I have a couple more of these build and ornament punch, and it is December, and guess what? We take pictures. I've got a backlog of many years of Christmas pictures, so you can buy Christmas stuff all year long, and that is why I inventory it all year long. But this build a punch, I think, is fabulous. All these little parts you punch with it. And I did tool time last month on that. So this is kind of, this is using those two items. But tonight we're going to focus on this one. And because there's a virtual crop going on, when that happens, I like to do a page from the virtual crop. Okay, so this is actually a 2-page spread. These don't scream to me that they go together. I'm actually going to do them as 2 separate pages, but this is sketch 4. And instead of doing an edged piece like this, I'm actually going to use the camera, the new Shutter Love, going around the outside. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Oh, here's one of the things that is in that last chance, the shiplap paper. Now, every time I pulled this out or given it away, I've had people say to me, do you have more of that? And until now, I did not. But so I was excited to get a pack for me, but that is one of the things that you can get right now in the last chance. All right, I'm trying to get this up a little higher and not have the whole place come tumbling down. Okay, that looks good. All right, so this is going to be my background piece, and then I'm going to do the cameras around, and then I am going to do a white. That is not white. That is light blue. I'm going to do a white for where it is actually white on here. I'm going to do white. So the sketches, they didn't used to put, and by they I mean Creative Memories, did not used to put the measurements on. And so if you're participating in the virtual crop, it just made it that much easier. So I'm using this light gray background. Is this going to be this wood? And then I'm going to skip over this little scalloped piece right now because that is going to be the Shutter Love Border Maker cartridge. And but I'm going to do 8.5 by 8.5 for that white piece on there. All right, so 8.5 by 8.5. And part of the reason I started using the sketches for tool time is, well, so that you can learn how to use the sketches for the virtual crop, but also so you can see how fast you can do them. Okay, so basically that's it. Now I'm just going to cut 4 strips of the camera, and then we'll talk about if we want that camera, you know, to be right side up or upside down. So in my head, I'm thinking like pictures with Santa for this page. Now, where is the other, the other part to my border maker system? Okay, so for those of you that don't own this and not sure how to use it, you can purchase these cartridges, and they slip into this piece like that, and you use it. Let's make sure it's all the way in there. Okay. You're going to use it in conjunction with this piece. Now, this piece helps you determine how much paper to pull through. And so it has this little guide, little tray, and you're going to slide this through like that. And then you're going to close it. And then you're going to flip this back underneath, because this will not fit on here if the tray is out. Now there's a little notch here, and it lines up with the notch right here. And so, but also to further help you, there is a big notch here. Is that not a notch? There's a big knob here and a little small one here, and they correspond to the same shape holes underneath. And so as you punch, that you use this on top to line up, but you'll also feel that it's sitting in the tool correctly as you punch. So here is what we get from the Shutter Love. So the Border Maker cartridges are $19.50. This one is on sale now. I had it at my open house. It came out like November 30th, a couple weeks ago, Monday. All right. So my thought was that I'm going to go around, with the, and it's hard for you to see that because I'm off the screen, and because of just the way the lighting is, because of this white. It's always the white. See, when I take the white off, ta-da! All right, so I'm going to do 4 of those real quick. I'm going to take the white off so that you could see. Now, all this punch poop over here, there's some great little hearts, and we're going to revisit those because I'm going to punch some white punches out of here just so I can get some little white hearts. All right, so now we just slide back through here, and I'm going to go from the top down this way this time. It doesn't matter, but you'll find as you use this tool, if you have this tool, that some punches just work nicer going down, up to down, because of this little string that's on some of them. This little piece of paper. When you're going up, sometimes it gets caught in. I don't know. But so I like to use them going down. So here's our punch poop. The best part, I think, are these little hearts, but you got some odd shaped, maybe some starting blocks for track. I always, as you know, if you've watched me before, I always, when I first get a punch, I punch it and I just kind of look at the punch poop and I try to think how I could use it in a way that I didn't see at first, or that isn't on the package, because sometimes we get stuck thinking that that's the only thing it's for. For instance, this admission ticket. Let's say you're not someone that, I don't know, goes to things that have tickets. Well, first of all, if you scrapbook any of my events, because we have tons of raffle tickets, and especially if you're a big winner, then I think you're going to need that so you can scrapbook that page. But other than that, even though like Disney doesn't have tickets, carnivals now, they have like all you can ride wristbands, but those like, you know, country fairs and different things, that would be a great way to use it. But even just as a I don't know, just as a geometric element, nothing here on this Christmas page is going to be about raffle tickets, but yet it's going to look so cute. All right, so this is the idea I had using the sketch, and I have scissors, so I'm just going to trim off. I like that it goes heart to heart here, and that works out pretty good. So I can either just square it off or I can try to round it. And I just need to cut off these little. So like that. Okay, so here's the question for you as I make this page. I need to pick another color because boy, oh boy, does that stark white mess with the camera. Do I want to go? I don't think I want to go upside down. I think I want to keep this right. I was going to ask you, please agree with me. I think if I were actually, what was it? The pumpkin one this fall that kind of did that because it was a frame punch, and some of them you really don't have a choice. If it's a frame punch, you kind of got to go with what you got. But so just kind of a little unconventional way. Oh, I really don't love how the white takes over. Oh, hi, Katie. All right, so this is what we got, and I want to just because I told you this punch was in my head as soon as this border came out, but I did not play with it. Oh, I also didn't punch it all the way. So I will release it from its paper. Okay, so it's actually not that much bigger, but the sentiment is similar. It's very cute. It does, I think it goes nicely. I love that the punch poop in these, that you have these like little smiles from the camera, and the little like shutter release button, or the little, I guess that's not the shutter release. What is that? The flash? You have little dots, but we have this little heart. Okay. Where are my tweezers? Okay, so now I'm just going to stick this down. It's just super, super easy page. Let's make sure that this is in the middle here. I can use my regular tape. Some people just adopt a tape as their favorite, and that's their tape. Like I've met people that are, they just use repositionable. And others, I think, are like me that switch back and forth. And I have, tape runners going with all of the tapes in them because I have like different tapes for different things. Okay, so with my repositionable, I love that I can barely have to pay attention to what I'm doing and can just do that. And then if I need to move things, I can. So I'm just going to quick put this down. Cameras in or cameras out? We didn't discuss that. I'm going cameras in. But I'm using the repositionable tape. So if there's strong feelings about cameras out, I can do that. Now, with the repositionable tape, because you can get some, because you're using it on holy stuff in theory, so you don't want to do it on your page, because then you're going to end up with repositionable. Look, I just think that came out really cute. Although, because this one, oh, what happened here? Goodness, why are we not focused? That's fun. What is going on? This is an autofocus camera. Did I smudge it? No. Well, that's fun. It doesn't know what to do now. Huh. Did I just break a camera? I didn't bump it. Okay, my nails are very in focus. Huh. I don't know if it's the white. That's just so weird. It's like the camera just broke while I'm using it. All right, let's pivot here. Oh, let's see. It is kind of essential, but let me just start with shutting that off and coming back and see if that works. That is bizarre. Well, hi, it's a little intermission. Hello, welcome. If you haven't said hey in the chat, definitely do that while I figure out what's going on with my camera here. Oh, it's back. That was so weird. All right, when all else fails, reboot. I don't know what's going on there. Okay. Was it? It was blurry for everyone, right? Not just me. Okay. And last. So I think what I was saying was, did I already finish this thought? If I had turned this upside down, then these corners would be a little, would be better. So I don't know if I should spin that around, spin that upside down. Now, what I had thought I would do, because in my head, this was going to be maybe a Christmas page. Where are those embellishments? Somewhere around here. I've got these little gift boxes, embellishments, and thought that they would be fun. So actually what I'm going to do is grab I'll come back to that. I'm just going to add some gifts here around the outside. I guess I can do one of each. I don't really love that red on red. This one's okay. So maybe I'll just do them opposite corners. I don't love that there's white in that bow up there. Do you see that? I didn't notice that. But maybe I'll do these because that's going to bug me. Though then I cover those little hearts on the ends. Oh, decisions. All right. So I don't know that I need this. I do like the way that complements each other, but that might be just a lot going on with those. I'm going to just stick with these. And then I'm just going to punch some hearts really quick. And this page will be done. Okay, so here is our sketch. So when I actually go to use this page, I'm going to have 4 3.5-inch photos. And I can also eliminate one of these and then have room for journaling. So wherever in a sketch, if you feel like you are missing a place for journaling, you can always use a picture spot. Okay, so I'm not going to put this in the guide because I just am after some hearts. So I am just after some punch poop. So it really doesn't matter. Now I could do it as a border because then I'll have something usable. But for this case, because I'm just using this little scrap here, I just wanted to get 3 little green hearts and then I can piece them back into the border. After I get all this punch poop out of here. All right, move along. So where are my tweezers? They are just never around here when I need them, when my nails are ridiculous. It's not even that they're long. I just, it's an ongoing battle I have with myself. All right, so I'm going to put on some repositionable tape on these little baby hearts. And then I can just I'm going to add one up there and one down here, one over here. And then I'm going to do it with, I'll do a couple white ones too. And I won't do it on my page so that I don't have to scatter it off my page. Okay. Oops. Where are you? All right. So let's put that little guy in there. And I think I need one more green. And I can just get it right out of this little piece of paper. When you're after just a certain part of the punch, you don't have to worry about, you do have to worry about using the right adhesive, picking up the right adhesive. Which it probably won't be the first time. I mean, it definitely wasn't the first time. It won't be the last time. Tonight or any night. Okay. All right, so there is my quick page using the new Shutter Love, and I need to put my hand here in the middle so that the light will cooperate there. And I think that's super cute. 4 squares, and we are ready to go. Okay, so real quick, we're going to do this one, and we're going to use the admission ticket. So I can put this away for now, and here is the admission ticket. Now this is a border maker punch, so you don't need any other tools to use this. It's a little bigger than this one. So these ones are a little more portable. So your collection of them, you can keep, you know, because they're, I don't know, take up a quarter of the size. These are $19.50. These are $28.50. But in general, these give you a bigger punch. So as far as like borders go, these, you know, are just a little bigger. I was gonna say more impressive, but I don't know if that's the name, because I've been very impressed by by many of our border makers. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to use the same wood page here, so that if I wanted to put them next to each other, then I could. I want to see what way the wood is going here. So the wood is going side to side. All right. Oh, okay. So I'm going to use the wood. That's going to be the same background paper over here. Over here, I'm going to use a light blue, and then what was it? Or was I going to do the green? Maybe I was magic green. Now I forget what I was going to do. I'll do the green. So this piece here is 3.5 by 12. So that's easy. I have paper everywhere at this point. So 3.5 by 12. So that's going to go here. And then instead of these, instead of a border maker cartridge or these 1-inch circles that says 12 inches by 1 inch. So it's just a 1-inch little border. That is where I'm going to put the admission ticket. And so I'm going to do that out of this light blue. Okay, so here is the deal with these border punches. And it's so fun. I try not to assume that everyone knows how to use their tools. And at my open house, sure enough, there were people that were struggling with this. Now, some of that is just because they don't use them often. And I try to do some tips on tool time so that, you can learn from my mistakes. All right, so there are 2 little lines on the front, and now they've added these other little notches, which is great because it's just more line up points. I usually use a letter to line it up with if I want to go in the middle. So really, you can start anywhere within those 2 black lines. And they used to not be on the front, but now that they're on the front, the key is no matter which way you're going, this way or this way, you want to make sure that the side you're feeding from stays flat against this edge. That is very important. And I'll show you where people run into issues. Okay, so we did our punch. It's to the little line over here. It's flush against the back. Now we're going to feed it through, and we want to do it till the pattern is lined up. But what happens sometimes, people are so focused on this pattern that they let this side come away. And the key is you need to have it flush against the back and cover all the pattern. Now, when it's a pattern like this, it just repeats and repeats, and it doesn't have some swirl or whatever. Creative Memory started adding this little triangle here, which is really hard to hard to see, but now you can see it. See that little triangle? So it actually notches the paper, and I just dropped my punch on that cardstock. That was terrible. So that you can line, you know that you're lined up. And so I don't even hold over here. I focus all of my energy over here to make sure that that is flat. That's how you're going to get a nice even punch here. So let me show you. It's very hard to tell, but see how that isn't all evenly lined up. So that I didn't do as well. So you just want to cover the design here, and again, keep it flush there. Now, I've seen all kinds of stuff already out on the on different Facebook pages and whatnot, using these as actual like tickets for Christmas presents and stuff, using a label maker or just writing on them, like dinner and a movie, that kind of thing. So for your kids or your spouse or whoever, you can use these because you can cut them at this little at this point, and you get that fun. I don't want to cut this one because I'm going to use it, but you get that fun little little torn edge. Okay, so it's definitely raffle tickets, right? But you can also weave through. So this is a 1 inch. Well, actually, let me just go ahead and do that. If you're ever unsure of what size to cut, of course, we can just bring it over to our trimmer and we can measure it. And actually, 1 inch is going to be too wide. So let's go with 3/4 of an inch. Let's go with 7/8 of an inch because that looked way too. 3/4 just looked way too thin. 7/8. Okay. So now you can weave. I started in the middle. You can weave in and out. Now you can do it this way and expose the 3 little dots in the middle, or you can go this way. I mean, you could do that from the top too. You can cover over the dots, if I can get it in there. All right, like this. And then you have more of the blue and you have less of the white. So you can alternate how you do it. And of course you can just flip it over to have the other look. It's reversible. Cut in the middle of a ticket. You mean right here, Kim? Ah, yes. Yep. You can cut right here, and now you have a little jar. You can fill it, especially if you do like this kind of look. You can do like little lanterns. I mean, this is one of those punches that for just shape reason, and then for potential, you could do canning pages if you're looking at it as a jar, because you would cut it up here, right? You could cut it here. You could tie a little ribbon or just a small, like a thin piece of paper like this. and cover over that little ribbon around a jar. So there is so much you can do with this. All right, back to our page here. Now that we've punched that. Okay, so this is what we're looking at. Again, when that doesn't look like anything super exciting, but it is super easy. Now this will probably look better with some sort of a print maybe. It's very solid avocado, which is a new cardstock that is like on the line right now. Introduced. Okay, but I thought it'd be fun to use these snowmen on here. Again, this doesn't have anything to do with tickets, but I thought these little snowmen would look so cute on here. Now, Florida, we don't get many opportunities for snowmen, though. In the time that we've lived here, they did get to make a snowman. How do you guys feel about it? I'm feeling like maybe it should be white. Even though the snowmen are white and that's white. No, that's too white. What else do I have within arm's reach over here? Do we like the green? Let's see. I have some red print over here. I don't even know what this is from. What is this from? Let's just do it with that. I feel like that green, it just needed some sort of a pattern. Normally I steer away from patterns, but it was just so green. And it's hard when you don't have your pictures, right? And I think that's why some of you don't like to create when you don't have pictures ready. And I get that, because sometimes, you know, if my family is wearing avocado green shirts, I'm totally using that avocado green. Now I'm going to have to dress them in some red to go with this page. Actually, even this side wouldn't be that bad. Okay, good. Jacqueline, you agree. Oh, thanks. Well, especially if I'm going to put it opposite those. I mean, I don't think I will. They're just way too different pages. But if I had different different events for the same year, it would be fun. Okay, let's just get some adhesive on these guys. So yeah, I think it was 2008. Somebody on here might remember 2008 or 7. We had snow, and so it's like snow collected like in our plants and in our hammock, and the kids made a little snowman. All right, so there is a quick fun, Jacqueline. All right, so that is it. So we just did, and of course I don't have pictures, so it looks really funky. Now, right here, a 4x6 is supposed to go, so I could take off these snowmen and add that there. Of course, I could leave them just the way they are and just do 2 pictures like that, and then come back in and do a title and a journal box. But that's the thing with sketches. It's an inspiration point, and you can pivot and do whatever as you need to. But I love that Creative Memories is giving the dimensions now. That's really helps with some of the guesswork. that we had to do before. And so there's the one page using our admission ticket, not as an admission ticket. And here is another one that will then turn our cameras to dark. So yeah, probably not going to put them next to each other, but on their own, they are fun pages for the holidays. And walked at Esplanade this morning down in Daytona, and it's beautiful. I haven't been there at night this year, but I'm looking forward to going skiing. I'm going to take my dad to see Santa on Friday, and then Saturday I'm going to run a 5K in Mount Dora. Raise your hand if you're in the comments and you're running at Katie. So we have lots of festive things planned this weekend that maybe I can use these pages on. All right. So hopefully you have said hello in the chat, because that is how you are entered to win. And since I have another one of these little snowman packs of embellishments, I'm going to give those away too. Okay, let's see. Let's change this back to, here I am looking disheveled from, okay. Oh, well, thanks, Kathleen. Yeah, definitely don't stress about it, right? Life's too short. But I would say just, I like the sketches, and I've said this before, because sometimes I feel like my pages all start to look the same, and that's okay. I mean, that's okay too, because we all have a style probably, and my style has changed over the years. So I probably, my pages from 20 years ago, well, of course they had strips and triangles. So of course they're going to be a little different than they are now. But, I find when I'm just like, I don't know where to start, it's kind of like a challenge, like being on a game show. Like, I'm going to create this page and I'm going to use this sketch. It's kind of a little challenge. And so, oh, Patricia, you find them on the Creative Memories virtual crop group. And let me just go back over here. If you go to the Creative Memories website and you go to the blog, oh, look at what it has. Okay, so we've talked about that. I'll come back to that. If you go one post down, you'll see information about the virtual crop, and it has a link to the virtual crop Facebook group. So you do have to be part of the Facebook group, but you just ask to, to be part of it, and then you'll be in the group. And it's the second weekend of every month. And so that's happening right now. And it goes through 1 a.m. Eastern. So it ends at midnight Central Time. There you go, Faith. Well, we all have some strips and triangles we still need to use up. So, so that's true. All right. So let's give something away. And let me remind everyone before I do, actually, let me hop back over here. Oh, okay. So if you're part of the group, you just go up to the top, Patricia, and it'll say like under the featured posts, because of course everyone's posts bury it. But if you go up to the top where it's the featured post from Creative Memories, you'll see all four of the sketches. Usually I post them on my Facebook page, and this weekend has been so crazy that I just haven't. So if you do a page tonight, don't forget to add, and you upload it to the group, don't forget to add hashtag Daytona Area Scrapbooking. That way I can find you and you'll be entered to win CM credits from me. So in addition to being entered to win stuff from Creative Memories, you will be entered to win stuff from me. Okay. what I was going to do was, since there's several of you on here that weren't on in the beginning, I immediately after will be hosting a Zoom, and in the Zoom, I will be taking people through an advisor only section on the site, because right now there's a promo, but advisors can only buy one per order. So I'm going to take people through, and stuff was selling out yesterday while I was in, and I kind of just had this idea as I was getting ready for tonight to do this tonight. So I sorted it so all the punches are together. So somebody, like I said, was asking me about the dime border punch. Here it is. The trail sign punch, the Adirondack chair punch, the sleigh ride punch, and then all these border maker cartridges. So I'm going to take people very slowly through that, not super slow, but I'm going to take people through that immediately after. So if you want to get the Zoom invite that I'm going to do right now, then text me or message the page through Facebook, and I will send you the link, and then I'm going to hop onto Zoom. So let's do our drawing, and then I'm going to hop over to Zoom, and hopefully I will see you there, and you can see what there. And you don't have to buy anything. If you're just curious and you want to see what they got over there, maybe you're looking for a certain punch, then you can do that. All right, so let's give some things away. All right, so you do have to be present to win. Hopefully you are still on, whoever our winner is. And it's Lori. Lori, if you're still on, hop in. Okay. Carla, okay, Lori just texted me, so I don't know if she's on her phone. And so, I'm going to count Lori is here since she just texted me and oh, yay. Okay, Lori, you're here. Congratulations, Lori. All right, now I'm going to give away some snowmen. Let's give away some snowmen. To someone. And if you're someone and I don't have your mailing address, I will need to get that. Oh, Jacqueline, I know your mailing address, and snowmen are your favorite. So congratulations. Are you still on, Jacqueline? I just told everyone to text me. Jump off and text me. Yay! Snowmen for Jacqueline. Okay, so I'm going to hop off. If you texted me or if you messaged me here that that you want to get on Zoom, then I will send you the link. Okay. And that's just for the live. So if anyone's watching the replay, you don't have to text me. But do look for a post. I will post something tomorrow, and I will do it again. The sale goes through noon on the 15th. So I will do it probably twice tomorrow to try to catch people at different times. But I'm going to hop off now to Zoom. So thank you, everyone, for joining. We got just less than 2 weeks till Christmas. If you're celebrating Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah. That's happening now. And if you want to meet me on Zoom, let me know. Carla, I'm texting you. Faith, I'm texting you. And if you texted me, I will text you. All right. Thank you, everyone, for being on. It's so fun to be with you every Tuesday night. I will see you next Tuesday at noon. And until I see you again, stay scrappy, my friends. Bye-bye.